South Park won't make fun of Donald Trump? What's going on here?
Oh, geez, this doesn't look very fun.
What is up, guys? It's Mike here. Welcome back to my channel. Make sure you hit the subscribe button for more pop culture content. Well, a big announcement came out recently about the future of the TV series South Park, one of the longest running shows of all time and really kind of thriving in the modern era.
You're not Cartman and multiple universes are stupid.
I've done a lot of South Park breakdown videos on this channel, but this is a more newsy kind of one about something that was recently revealed. Trey Parker and Matt Stone, the creators of South Park, are obviously two of the best satirists in the world right now, and South Park thrives on its cutting-edge, relevant, and topical satire. Turning around episodes within 6 days before going to air means they can be really reactionary and really on point with what they are trying to say and critique about society. And naturally, of course, US politics have been a huge case for satire on South Park over the years. But in a recent announcement, they have announced that South Park will voluntarily go on hiatus in 2024 and will not return until after the election in 2025.
I really don't know what he said at the end of that sentence. I don't think he knows what he said either.
In a Vanity Fair article, co-creator Matt Stone said, "We've tried to do South Park through 4 or 5 presidential elections, and it is such a hard thing to do. It's such a mind scrabble, and it seems like it takes outsized importance." Trey Parker went on to confirm that they don't know what more we could possibly say about Trump.
You are fake news.
Now, this is interesting for a few reasons. I mean, I remember watching an episode of South Park back in 2008 when Barack Obama got elected.
If you don't mind, I'm going to spend the rest of the evening getting some much-needed rest.
And yeah, 8 years later, they were talking all about Donald Trump's election. Actually, South Park ran with the Donald Trump satire for a very long time, making multiple episode arcs around Donald Trump's sort of reign in America.
Please, if you care at all about the future of our country, vote for her, okay? She's the one who at least has some experience. She's not as bad as you think.
And I believe at one point, the creators even said what they are writing isn't funnier than what is actually going on in the US. Like, the absurdity of Donald Trump being president was so funny that it was hard to satirize. And I guess this means it's unlikely that we will see any further commentary on Donald Trump in South Park moving forward, especially if they've decided to skip the election coverage altogether.
Didn't expect that reaction, but that's okay.
It will be interesting though in 2025, after the election has been done and either Trump or Kamala Harris will be president. I feel like if Trump is president again, which is starting to look a little bit less likely now that Biden's out of the race, but if he was, it would be pretty hard to actually avoid talking about him at all, surely. I mean, I would have loved for them to do some content around Joe Biden, whose election campaign I think was equally as absurd as Trump's and could be really funny in the context of South Park.
We finally beat Medicare.
Thank you, President Biden. President Trump?
Well, he's right. He did beat Medicare. He beat it to death.
And there's also a bit of fun you could have with Kamala Harris and her appealing to younger voters and identifying with that whole brat kind of era of pop culture that as a nearly 30-year-old man, I don't quite understand. Am I brat? Can someone explain to me if I'm brat? That being said, it's definitely not going to be a big loss for the show. I still love the show when it just does completely non-social satire episodes that are more just about the kids having fun or playing games or doing whatever kids do in their naive way. And to be fair, there are plenty of other sort of social events going on in the world right now that could be played up. I would love to see an episode around all of the J.K. Rowling controversy.
Okay, who's the next girl or boy? There's only those two.
But we've already seen great episodes dealing with things like Ozempic, diversity, particularly in Disney movies, Andrew Tate and masculinity, lazy Gen Zs and woke millennials, ChatGPT, and even hygiene and toilet paper. Overall, I will never be not excited for new South Park, and deciding to take a break from something that wasn't inspiring them anymore, i.e. dealing with and covering the American election, is completely fine by me, especially if it means they come back in 2025 fresh with some new ideas and some great satire. Whew, thank you so much for watching this video, guys. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, and I want to know down in the comments, what is your favorite episode of South Park ever? I think mine is probably The Ring from season 13 with the Jonas Brothers. If you haven't watched it, go and watch it. But I'd love to do a video at some point of like my top 10 of all time, because there's some great ones. Hey, if you want to support me and you like these videos, either leave a super chat, donate to my PayPal, or join my Patreon. There is links for all of those down below. Plus, if you want to read content from me, I do a fortnightly blog, which might become weekly soon. The link is down there in the description to the video. I talk about pop culture, being a millennial, having an anxiety, and how all of that intersects. I also do a bunch of podcasts, and look, I'm all over the internet doing dumb stuff that I think is cool. So please go and check all of that out. That's pretty much it for me. Let's chat in the next video. My name is Radio Mike. This has been The Inside of My Mind. I'll catch you later.